think I'm in the building. Multiple platforms. What it do in the building? Media Markus, NFL Sunday. I'm in the building. Listen, the game is getting tougher. As you guys know, I've been doing Meticulous for, I guess, a couple years now. It's about the third season I've been doing this, but I'll be here at least this Sunday, next Sunday, and the following Sunday, and then we'll figure out everything out from there. But Meticulous with Mark P, Media Markus. Going to tell you guys some of the things that I bet on today, some of the things that's happening now. One of the things is actives and inactives. So I'll kind of go over that for these games, 1 p.m. games. Those actives and inactives are available. Chris Godwin is inactive today for the Buccaneers. So Chris Rodriguez Jr. is inactive today as well. I believe he had something going on with his family. So, blessings to him, everything like that. So one of the things that I did bet on already, I put it out on social media content-wise, is Jaylen Warren touchdown to score a touchdown of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jaylen Warren playing against the Jets today. So took him to score a touchdown plus 185 on MGM bet. So speaking of MGM bet, man, those lines are moving crazy today. You got to stay on it. We're going to stay on top of things. Actives and inactives. Falcons, Daryl Mooney is inactive today. That's kind of caught me off guard. So he will not play. Wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons is inactive today. Like I said, Chris Rodriguez Jr. will not play. Will Campbell, Patriots, left tackle's first round pick. He will play today. Once again, Chris Godwin, obviously inactive. And let's see what else we got going on here. Mike Curry entered the studio. What up, Mike?
What's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay, but the game is getting tougher, Mike.
Yeah.
The game, these lines are moving crazy today. One of the lines that I'm talking about is the JCM line. What is his name for real? Like, is it Bill?
Corey Krosky Merritt. But his nickname is Bill. So just refer to him as Bill. That's what everybody in the building calls him.
I like Washington Bill. That's what I'm going to call him from now on. So Washington Bill, though, his line was like 30 and a half. Tried to jump on it because I saw it moving elsewhere. And then it just disappeared. So I got 30 and I got a half a unit down, but not much. I saw it's up to like 40. I seen 42 and a half now.
42
Chris Rodriguez news.
Wow.
Yeah, I seen 42 and a half.
Yeah, I did pull the trigger on the 40, what I sent in the chat, the 40 plus money or whatever. I did pull the trigger on that. I wanted to actually talk about this because it shows me, well, there's been a series of moves that have happened. Obviously, the departure of Brian Robinson, Chris Rodriguez being scratched. That shows me that this is their guy. And they didn't show a lot of them in the preseason too. So that's another indicator that's showing me like this is their guy. And you also got to think this is the regime's first guy that they've got as a running back. They selected as a running back. When I say regime, I mean Dan Quinn, Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay.
So, that's their first running back pick. So, but I think you'll see a little bit of Austin Eckler as well. Maybe see a little Debo in there too. But I like this. I like this Bill guy, man. He's very intriguing, man. But I did jump on his 40 yards though, and I jumped on his touchdown as well. Before the odds started going crazy.
Yeah, these odds are going crazy. The lines are moving.
I think I got plus 290 on the anytime touchdown.
All right, plus 290 anytime touchdown for Washington Bill. And yeah, these lines are all moving crazy. I guess these, books obviously want to be a little more sharper. Last year, I certainly took advantage. But we still going to take advantage. And I think one of the adjustments I'm going to do is just start having money deposit a little earlier.
Because when you do that, it could be a delay in the deposit to account. Like that transaction could take a little. Sometimes it might do it in like 30 seconds. Other times that might take in 2-3 minutes. Line's gone. Like
line's completely gone. Not coming back. not coming back. So that's what's happening around the NFL. Travis, I was about to call him Travis Scott. Travis Hunter though, randomly cut his dreads. It's a nice clean cut.
Word.
So kudos to him, young bull. First game today. And damn. All right, so I'm a Carolina fan. Damn, I don't even know this guy's name. Starting left tackle for the Panthers is out today though.
Oh, Icon,
Ikongwu,
yeah, he's out.
yeah,
He's out.
from NC State, we drafted him, but he would not play today. Panthers, I don't know. It's not looking great for the Panthers, I don't think. Alan Lazard, healthy and active today for the Jets. Giants, Andrew Thomas is out with a foot injury. No Jimmy Horn Jr. for the Panthers as well. That Andrew Thomas is probably the biggest news. What do you think about that, Mike?
I mean, the Commanders still don't have the greatest room of pass rushers to exploit such an injury, but I mean, I think that is a big injury. Obviously, you know, when you want to build this continuity, Russell Wilson and the guys, stuff like that. But I would say that's still a blow, though.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's your starting tackle. You probably need him, but I know the Giants are. Let me check these lines now. Some things are coming out about who's playing, who's not. Line is still 6. Giants catching 6 in this spot. Let me just kind of go through some things that I was looking at. One of the things I'm going to be on today is the Dolphins. I'm going to play the Miami Dolphins. They are catching, 1 point? Let me double check. Yes, I know they play at 1 o'clock because what? Yes, they're catching a point and a half at some spots. Bet 365 got the 1.5. Might got to take advantage. I'm seeing plus 2.5 on ESPN bet, allegedly. Let me double check that. But I like the Dolphins in this spot. Let me give some quick notes here. Got the Dolphins. This is under Mike McDaniel. And you know, when I think of Mike McDaniel, first thing that comes to mind is like September. I feel like he plays well in September.
Yeah.
He's 3-1 against the spread in September as an underdog. He's also a 2-1 against the spread in season opener games. This will be his 4th. And I'm fading the Colts, man. The Colts, Daniel Jones, 1-4 against the spread in the season opener games as a starting quarterback. That's not good. He's in those games, he's 0-4 against the spread at home. He's back at home today. Daniel Jones is 3-14 straight up his last 17 starts. And I had something on the Colts as well. I think the Colts are checking my resources tab. Colts are 2-14-1 straight up in season opening games since 2007. So all of those things, and I know Mike McDaniel and his Miami offense plays well in September. They'll be inside today. It's not like they're out here playing in January in the cold. So I like this team, especially when I got Tua healthy and I got Tyreek healthy and A-Chain apparently healthy. So I got all those things, and I really like the Miami Dolphins plus the 1.5, plus the allegedly 2.5. I'm double checking that. But Mike, you got some thoughts on that?
I actually lean Colts. But it's nothing strong. This is a game I've been kind of going back and forth because I was feeling similarly to you, feeling the Dolphins because they do play well early. They do, you know, perform well in the dome. But I think this is like I just don't like the stuff I'm seeing. Like you know, Tyreek Hill. Don't know if he'll be back with the Dolphins. This is probably his last year on the Dolphins. I think Mike McDaniel, I think he might be out of there this year. Everything just hasn't worked. Secondary, very weak. Kader Kohu, who was their best corner, is out for the season. So I don't know. Like their DB room is just looking bad. Obviously got Minkah Fitzpatrick back there. Yeah, cool. But as far as the cornerback position, I just don't know. But I'm Colts is another team I'm not really high on. So I don't. It's like I said, it's not too strong. Like not really a Daniel Jones guy. But I do think Miami has a good pass rush. But I do think to combat that, the Colts will be able to run the football with Jonathan Taylor. But we'll see. I do give advantage though. I think this game could be like fake high scoring though. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I'm not high on Miami this season, especially when you talk about the DBs. And we saw it was a few weeks ago. We was just sending links of Detroit guys cooking the Dolphins, like just cooking them. Everybody, Jameson, Almiron was going crazy. But so that's definitely one of the things that I do not look forward into seeing. But considering Daniel Jones is heading at quarterback today, I want to take advantage. So that is the best bet for me on this platform here, Meticulous with Media Markus. Week 1, I'm going to take the Miami Dolphins. You can get them for plus 2.5 right now, minus 120 on ESPN. But also they have plus 1.5 as minus 120. So why wouldn't you take the extra point for no extra dollars? Like there's a slippage there. So take advantage. So best bet, plus 2.5, Miami Dolphins on ESPN bet. It's my best bet. What else we got in here? Kyler Murray is going to play today. He apparently woke up with an illness, but they're laying 6 in New Orleans. I know New Orleans is, I think Mike, you said they're just a stay away. Either fade them or stay away from them. And I don't think I want to do any either here. But, I mean, the Cardinals.
They're going to be the worst team in pro football this year.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Yeah, that's not great. But Cardinals 5-1 against the spread in season opener games since they drafted Kyler Murray. They're also really good on the road, right? Now, not too many spots they've been a road favorite, the Cardinals. Yeah. But as a road favorite, just 4-6. But on the road, I'll get those stats. Give me 1 second. But they're also outside their division. They've been traditionally played really well, 40-24 against the spread, non-division games since they drafted Kyler Murray. So I guess I'm kind of leaning towards the Cardinals now at this point, especially when we talk about the fact that, this is probably going to be the worst team in football. And, don't see too much light for them at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. So, yeah, I lean with the Cardinals at this point. I don't love the Cardinals laying points, but I do like them on the road. I do like them outside the division. I do like them in season opener games. So I think they could play well here. Mike, you got any games that you kind of keying on or at least curious about?
I do lean Cardinals as well. I think the same team's pretty bad. They already have an injury bug. My guy Chase Young is going to be out today. This is a team that doesn't have a lot of good players in general, and one of their better players is out. As far as other spots on the board, I didn't even see that Jaguars Panthers line moved to 4.5. But I'm looking at the under in Pittsburgh Jets. I look at both of these teams. I would assume, obviously, we know Pittsburgh. They kind of been a similar style team, through the duration of Mike Tomlin's tenure. Except when they had Ben Roethlisberger, AB, and Le'Veon, they were slinging it a little more. But now I just see them as more of a control the clock team. Low scoring type of team. If they win, they don't have a problem winning ugly. Let's say that. And for the Jets. I don't think they have a ton of talent, outside of Garrett Wilson at wide receiver. Justin Fields, mobile quarterback, likes to run the football. We've been seeing a lot of, Aaron Glenn saying we want to use Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. So they want to run the football. Their defense is pretty good too. So I actually like the under 37. I don't know if it's 37 or 37.5, but I like the under in this game. Let me just say that. See 37.5.
Yeah, definitely giving muck for sure. I think the Jets are going to play, defense this year and run the motherfucking rock. That's all I'm getting from them for sure. But I do, yes. I see 38. I see 38.5 on 365. So
I like that.
Got some 38s, 38.5, but also 37.5 at one of the sharper books. So looks like you got some value there on that under Steelers Jets. All right, not going to be here too much longer. I'll be back tonight as we do the Monday morning pod, and I'll review the game later as well. But last thing I'm looking at, Titans and Broncos. I will most likely be on the Titans in this one. Broncos laying 8.
You've been talking about it since last week. You've been talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm that 8.5. I'm hoping it gets to 9. I see 9 at maybe a spot, but not. I see 9.5 at ESPN. So I didn't want to take advantage of this. Broncos 4-17-1. Not Sean Payton the head coach of the Broncos. He is 4-17-1 against the spread in weeks 1 and 2 as a head coach. These aren't his greatest spots, and they're just they want to win the game, right? They want to get off to a good start. They've been, last couple of years, I think they started 0-2. So they want to win. Obviously, the Titans not great. They were 1-10 against the spread non-division games last year, but they won one in September of last year. So I think they lost like 9 straight. Broncos have covered 6 straight games as home faves, and I think it's just time to fade both of those trends, especially with Sean Payton traditionally being really bad in this spot. So I'm going to take the Titans plus the points. We'll wait until game time for that. It's a 4 p.m. game. Speaking of 4 p.m. games, though, Mike, Christian McCaffrey, man.
I heard he's playing today. I know that's our keeper in fantasy, but I heard he's playing today.
He's playing. Apparently against the Seahawks, 4 p.m. game. We have him on our fantasy team. The 49ers stack was right there. Him and Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's gonna. I mean, he's gonna play, but I don't know how well. And we had him last year.
What capacity? Yeah.
Yeah, we had him last year as a keeper. It's a keeper league, and we don't want to lean too much on CMC this year. We did last year, and at this point right now, we put in Tampa Bay, Emeka, and I forget his last name.
Emeka
Mbuka. So we put him in our flex right now. We'll see how that goes. But CMC and the 49ers are laying 2 points against the Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan 3-5 against the spread in season opening games. I think the Seahawks have some value here. I think their defense is going to be much improved. I think the Seahawks are going to be improved just overall. But I don't really understand how the 49ers are laying points here, especially with your best player continue to be injured and you're missing Debo's gone, right? And you're missing Ayuk.
Yeah.
Just signed Jawan Jennings, who came back. So I mean, what do you? I think if I had to, I would catch the points here with the Seahawks at home.
Yeah, I'm leaning Seahawks. Leaning the Seahawks to win outright. I think it's going to be a good game schematic wise. Clint Kubiak is the new offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. So obviously, his father Gary Kubiak, they come from that Shanahan tree. So I think it's going to be interesting. Just a battle of schemes, similar schemes. But I do give the edge to the Seahawks. I do think they have one of the best defenses in the league. I think they'll be a top 5 defense. They're up there, and obviously they got Mike McDonald, defensive-minded coach, who came over from the Ravens last year. I have some players, bro. Devon Witherspoon, Tariq Woolen. They drafted the D tackle Byron Murphy last year. Like they're like a fast and physical type of mob. Like,
yeah,
I'm not saying like Legion of Boom. I don't want to say that yet, but like shades of it.
They're taking the steps.
Yeah, they're definitely taking the steps in that direction. But yeah, I think it's going to be a battle of who players play best in the scheme, because I think on offense we're going to see similar stuff on both sides.
Yeah, so now we got some agreements there. I think the Seahawks will be improved this year, and I think I know it's a long shot, but I wouldn't be mad if you taking them to win the division. I think their division odds are like insanely towards the back of the back right now. So obviously 4 teams, but more people are saying Rams and 49ers. You got, Seattle right there. Just kind of, we see a lot of parity in the NFL. One year a team is bad or average. Next year they're out and, they're kind of 13-3 running the league, whatever. So I think Seattle I would have for a candidate for that this season. All right, I think that's it. I don't have any more prop bets right now because these lines are moving so crazy, but we did give out the Washington Bill props and anytime touchdown and 40-plus yards for Mike. For me, Jaylen Warren touchdown. I've been talking about that for about feels like 2 months now. So let's just get it over with, Jaylen Warren. Score that tug and let's keep it moving. And that's about it for now. I did take Wan'Dale Robinson under 4.5 receptions. Got like a little lumber there, probably 140, 145. But if you're willing to lay a little lumber, I did bet that on a full unit. And yeah, we're gonna get up out of here. See you all later tonight. I'll be talking the full slate, and then I'll be back later as well to kind of review the full Sunday night football game. So, all right, see you guys later. Appreciate you, Mike Curry, and we're out of here.
All right.
See ya.